Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our bi-weekly technology session. Our president happily is having his first child, is on paternity leave. I'm the chair, Ernie Ordonez. I want to welcome you. I'll be your host for this morning. We have a very exciting speaker and exciting topic, but let's start. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we have partner institutions. They're listed here. Without them, we cannot do much. And we have corporate members. These are our members and our partners. Um, Basically, with the corporate members as well, members, we have individual members. They're listed here. And we appreciate it if you would like to join the scholars. There are the institutions that we deal with. And now what we'd like to do is we'd like to proceed to the forum proper. Um, as you know, the forum proper is interesting. It's from a riverbed, a simple riverbed, right? The whole Muscovado community, fantastic. Our foundation is geared to showing different technologies and approaches, and hopefully, we will spread it to those who listen, and those who listen can either access the people directly and use it for their needs. But hopefully, you can spread it because we're linked to government agencies, institutions, banks, etc., and we'd like to be a catalyst for this action. Today, our topic, as you know, is extremely interesting. A simple riverbed going to, Muscovado community. And our guest speaker is no less than Felipe Pachoso um, and Pachoco. And basically, what we'll do in every session is we ask the speaker to introduce himself and his background and how he got into this because we want a personal link with him. So instead of just the resume, he tells us a bit of his background, but more importantly, how he got into this. And that would be the link, our personal link to him, his own life, because we want to proceed from this forum to action. And all of you and us, we can be in contact with him. So after he gives his background, he will give you his phone number, whether it's an office number or a cell phone. Many give their cell phone and you can call from all over the world. We have 1,200 joining us monthly. And you can reach in touch with him without any bureaucratic middleman. Like we don't want to be available. We can talk direct to him. But we're in touch with him and he can call us and we can call him for follow-up. So first, he'll give you his background, but more importantly, how he got into this. So we have a personal link to him. Then he'll give us a phone number. Then I'd like to let you know that, in fact, let's say I think they may have unmuted me. If they've not, let me continue. Basically, what he will do after he gives the background phone number, he'll go into his talk. Now, when he does his talk, this is not just education, this is a call to action. So when he gives his talk, he'll tell us he's sharing, and he'll keep in mind his audience. His audience are people who want to act and spread his light. He's a real example of someone helping the country. And therefore, when he does his talk, he'll also tell us how we can help him, how we can help his vision. And in that case, we can join together because the mark of our success is not the forum, but the action that can be taken from the forum. We have examples of that, where a person who didn't have, reach to other people. One such example is someone that technology could not reach hug racers. He contacted hug racers throughout the country, and his invention was used by all of them. Another one is one who couldn't get a specific a document, could not move. Correct. So we talked to the Department of Agriculture, and in 1 week it moved and it happened. So we're here for action. So in summary, I'd like to say, Felipe Pachoco, thank you so much for joining us. Again, your background, your phone number, and when you give your talk, keep in mind that when you give your talk, we're not just people who want to listen. We want to act. We want to help you. So if you can tell us how we can help you and how can you be spread your good word. So that note, I give the floor to Felipe Pachoco with his fantastic, almost miracle from a riverbed to a Muscovado community, spreading agribusiness development, giving jobs, which is our mission. So Felipe, can you take it over, please?
Good morning, sir. Good
Good morning.
morning, ABCD Foundation. No, actually, we I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the organization for getting for connecting with us, because we, the small entrepreneurs in the countrysides, needs a wide platform, a wide audience to make our industry here known among consumers. No? At the start, I am Felipe Pachoco, the founder of Hamungaya Farms, and a retired government employee. Professor. So, in a brief history, Hamungaya Farm started in 2003 when our small farm lot, about 5 hectares, which used to be inundated. It was taken over by when the river changed course in 1970s. Most part of our farm was became water. And in the late 1990s, when the river changed course, our property used to be covered by water, gradually accumulated topsoils that I thought would be something useful for agriculture. But when I assess the situation, because I am a government employee at the time, I was asking myself, what should I do with this small farm, small lot, about 5 hectares, that would be worth my time and worth my effort. So since I grow up in a farming family, and growing sugarcane and process it into muscovado, because Antique, our place, doesn't have a single sugar central, which like Negros Island, that process sugarcane into centrifugal sugar. In our place, we do not have that facility, and maybe because our province has only about 1,500 hectares planted to sugar. So putting up a big sugar facility, processing facility, would not be feasible. So that came into my mind that, well, in order to make this land again useful, and to make something profitable, I thought of reviving the industry that used to thrive in this community, which is muscovado processing. So I started talking with the farmers, with the neighbors, and I convinced them that we should revive the sugar plantation in our area, so that to make, because if I have to invest in muscovado processing plant, which at the time is a very minimal investment, around 350,000, building and the processing machinery. So and the people around, my neighbors, my neighboring land, surrounding my property, agreed that together, we revived the muscovado processing facility. And so that was in 2003. And for about 20 years then, from the time, as we are now, we have accumulated a lot of experience, a lot of failures, and it became our lessons. No? Because at the start, we, of course, no, because it's a new uh, activity, we encountered so much problem like growing the sugarcane is very difficult because the the soil is not yet accustomed to planting that kind of crops. So little by little, we tried to rehabilitate the soil, and then until we were able to achieve a very minimal average per hectare of about 50 to 60 tons ton cane per hectare. And right now, our mill is already accommodating around 40 hectares of land owned by my neighbors. 5 is mine, and the rest is owned by my neighbors. And we are producing around because in our estimate, a hectare of a ton of cane produces one picol, or in 1 picol of sugar, So that's around 65 or 70 kilos of sugar per ton of muscovado sugar, So that's how we compute our output, So if we have 40 hectares and we produce average of 50 ton canes per hectare, that means we produce 50 picols or 50 or 50 picols times 65 or 70 kilos. So that's our output right now. And right now we are supplying a major supermarket in Iloilo, and we are trying to connect a wider market in Manila. So, thank you for this opportunity to accommodate us to have a wider platform to introduce our commodity to the wider market.
Thank you, Felipe. I'll ask a few questions and then others can ask after me. No? Very fantastic, because there was something that was useless. The river came in, when the river left, the soil was bad and all that. And with only 350,000 pesos, you were able to do something, correct? Tell us. And then now you have 40 hectares, 5 hectares are yours. Tell us, how did you do this? I know you were a leader because you were able to get 40 hectares to do with you, no? Pero what did you do to do this? I mean, 10,50,000 pesos, then you even have a mill. Tell us a little bit. So first you started to, repair the soil and all that, di ba? That's what you did, isn't it? Okay. So when you
Yes,
repaired the soil, you're able to plant. Am I correct?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's right.
And then you started with 5 hectares. The neighbors around you, no, siguro they looked to you and they found you were able to do it. And therefore, tell us how you did this. You told them to imitate you, and then tell us how you're able to talk to them and make it 40 hectares. How did that happen?
Because at the time, before I came in to the area, the lands around my property, they just use it for grazing animals, grazing farm animals,
Wow.
or maybe planting some cash crops like a little vegetable, and not not very profitable, to support
Yes.
the family,
Yes.
So I tried to introduce them to them, and presenting the figures, that
Yes.
if we try this one, we will earn this much. So my argument, I use figures to convince them. So not a very not a kind of story, a narrative, no, to convince them, but I convince them using computations and figures, no, that if they uh, they join me in my project, no, we will be earning this much. And
Wow.
so that they did not hesitate to join me because, oh, why not? Because the figure is promising.
Very
So
good,
that's how
Felipe. Yes, Felipe, I myself plant sugar, so I know a little bit about sugar. So let me ask you this. Very nice, Ganda. Very nice what you did. Now, you talked about figures. The people listening are very interested. Now, when you told these farmers, these are not rich farmers, isn't it? So you cannot tell them 2 million pesos, correct? So
yes, yes,
each
sir.
of them has about 2 hectares.
No, no.
Your companions, how many hectares average would they have?
Uh,
2 hectares each, 5 hectares each?
our town, no, Bilison, is just 2,000 hectares. The whole town,
Wow.
Bilison, is just 2,000 hectares.
Yes.
And the people here, you cannot find in our place somebody who owns a contiguous area of about 5 hectares. You cannot find
Oh,
somebody
really?
with that property. They may have 5 hectares, but it's scattered. No, it's not.
Scattered. Scattered.
Yeah. And
Okay.
most people here, no, owned a piece of land about 4 hectare, 1/4 hectare, or at most, no, 1 hectare. No, but
Wow.
seldom you can find a contiguous area of about 5 hectares.
This is what we want to do. Our foundation, we want to have the small farmers. And you're
Yes, sir.
great because instead of just grazing, you brought them this and now they're making more money. You said that you gave them figures, isn't it? So, for
Yes, sir.
example, did you tell them 350,000? I don't think they have that kind of money. So, what did you tell them? I mean, what did you say? From grazing, you said, oh, you plant this to get muscovado. For example, a
Uh,
person with 1 hectare, how much did you tell him he has to do, and how much money would he make? The people are interested in this, isn't it? So about how
So,
much? Yeah.
in our place, no, most people relied on family labor.
Yes. Ah, good.
Yeah. And in planting, say we have a 1 hectare, no, they
Yes.
just do it within the family,
Yes. So free
The
labor. Yes.
plowing
Yes.
is family labor,
Yes.
planting is family labor, and the only problem there is the planting material because we are just
Yes.
starting, no. We don't
Yes.
have pain points to plant right away, So we have to find from other place. So
Yes.
and
Yes.
in growing sugarcane in our place, we only use 5 bags of 2100. Just five
Yes.
bags. Just five
Five
bags.
bags of
Because,
fertilizer. Correct.
yeah, 5 bags of fertilizer. And because Muscovado per se, the characteristic of Muscovado per se is uh, high nitrogen is a no-no to
Yes.
Muscovado processing,
Yes. Yes.
So because Muscovado per se is a mixture of molasses
Yes.
and sucrose. And
Yes.
you mix the two, it becomes Muscovado.
Yes.
And sugarcane per se is composed of molasses and
Yes.
sucrose. And once the molasses, the ratio of molasses in a sugarcane, which is uh, when you introduce more nitrogen, it no, it the growth is uh, better, but the content of molasses in cane stalks increases,
Yes. Yes.
And so the best muscovado is a malnourished sugarcane.
Very good. Okay. So only 5 bags
Yeah.
of fertilizer and free labor. Yes. But when you talk to them, isn't it? I'm now grazing, say, cattle or a wild chicken going around, and I price some vegetables. He said, wait, do it with me. I'll make more. You will make more money. So you told them for 1 hectare, only 5 bags. And the worse the sugar, the better the muscovado, correct? But you told me
Yes,
you
sir.
gave them numbers, no? You gave them numbers. You said, okay, 5 bags of fertilizer, this is how much, okay? And then free labor, they don't count the labor, isn't it? So how much did you say they would make in 1 hectare? If
So, for
your only
example,
cost is labor and the fertilizer, of course, planting materials, libre na yon. In others, what is their cost? Just the fertilizer, then labor?
so my manner of presentation is I go to the final product.
Yeah,
So, for
good. Okay,
example, no,
magkado, yeah.
if we could convert a ton of sugar cane
Yes,
into one pickle, about 70 kilos, no?
yes, 1 pickle, yes.
60 to 70 kilos, depending on the
Yeah,
quality, because the color of the muscovado is indicator of weight.
yes, 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 color, yeah.
The darker the color, the higher the weight, and the lighter the color, uh, it around 63 kilos, and the darker light muscovado is around 63 kilos, and
Yes,
uh, darker muscovado is around 70 kilos, because dark muscovado has lot moisture because it has a lot of molasses.
yes, yes, good.
So,
And how much did you tell them
so
they'll make?
and
Yeah.
say for example, no, we have 60 kilos of muscovado, one pickle, no, 60 kilos
Yes, yes,
for just computation. So
yes,
if we buy from them, no, say 60 pesos, ano,
yeah.
of farm gate, no, 60 pesos
Farm gate,
muscovado,
yes.
60 kilos, that's around 3,600 pesos.
Yes,
So if they can produce 50 of that in 1 hectare, that's 50 of 3,600 pesos. And how much is that?
150,000, yeah.
Yes.
About
So
180,000
around
pesos.
150,000, no?
Yeah, yeah, 102,000, yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Wow.
clean money.
Yes,
Clean
clean
money.
money, yeah. But their cost is their labor. We won't cost that muna. And of
They,
course, the fertilizer, mura lang yun. It's very cheap. At the end of the day, they get 150,000 pesos. Am I correct?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you told
And
them that, they said, we will join you. Is that right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a very significant amount to the people at the time.
Of course, even now, it's even now it's very good because the rice farmer gets, very little. No? That's 4 times the rice farmer. Okay, so anyway, you told them, look at me and let's do this, and then I'll buy what you can give me. Correct? Now,
Yes, sir. Yes.
when you buy what they have, what do you do with it? You said you have a small mill, correct?
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay, how much is your mill? To put up a
Uh,
mill, that is a little expensive, isn't it? So how much is the mill?
in 2003, you know,
Yeah.
I started from scratch, ano, and I loaned from a friend money around
Yes.
350,000, no.
Yes.
So the extractor, the molino, I
Yes.
bought it for only
Yes.
60,000 pesos. It's an old it's an old extractor, no.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
a markings of it was manufactured in 1878.
Wow. Yeah.
1878. It's those
That's why
were
it's
the
cheap.
kwan.
It's cheap. Yeah.
Those were the early machines brought up
Yes.
by
Yes.
Nicholas
Yes.
Loney,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
to Antique, no, because the markings that manufactured that machine is from Glasgow, England, no. So, but anyway, no,
Scotland.
because
Scotland,
it's
right? Scotland or England? Yeah, I
Scotland.
know.
Yeah,
I'm partly Scottish. I know Scotland. I know Japanese,
Sir.
but I'm a little Scottish. Very good.
Okay,
So
okay.
now, before we do that, let us talk of the people listening to us from around the world, especially those from the Philippines. Now, if they want to do what you do, they've got to talk to the farmers and tell them about your story. But they can do nothing unless they have a mill, correct? Because if you
Yes,
have no
sir.
mill,
Yes,
you
sir.
cannot tell them. So you
So they
yeah.
provide.
So
They
my
provide.
question, yeah, yes, you have the mill. If you don't have a mill, you cannot tell them to do that, right? Isn't it? You need the mill, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now
Because
how
when
much
we,
is the yeah, sige.
when we were, I said, you provide the raw material and I provide the meal. No? So
Yes,
my meal,
yes.
I at that time 2003, no, I got a
Yeah,
meager amount of about 350,000. No,
fantastic. Yeah, yeah,
so for the building,
yeah,
I think I spent about 100,000 for the
yeah,
building,
yeah,
and for the for the processing equipment,
yeah.
I spend another 150,000,
Yes.
and maybe the rest 100,000 I use for my operating expenses.
Oh, great, great. Okay, but today we cannot find the
Oh,
Scotland
of course.
machinery made in
Oh,
1878 for 60,000. So today, if somebody, the people listening, listen to this now, because maybe this is an opportunity. What I love about him is he got people earning so little money. They went into this and now they're making so much money, but they cannot do it unless there is a person like Felipe, who will now put up a mill. Because if there's no mill, what will they do, isn't it? So
yes,
Felipe,
sir.
today, mahal, that's 2003 is a long time ago. There's inflation. Today, to put up a small mill like yours, what does it cost? 1 million pesos? 2 million pesos? How much? For
So
them to imitate you, to have it, what you have, you cannot go to Scotland anymore. They have to buy here. About how much? 1 million, 1.5 million,
the
800,000? Magkano? How much?
the meal of my kind, no, the one that
Yes,
I have,
small.
no,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can no longer find it in the market.
Okay, so
What
they
we
have to
have
make a new mill. Okay, sige.
what we have now is we have a meal. We can buy it from India or from
Yes,
China.
yes,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
How much do I need 1 million to do that? They want to know how much to
Maybe
start.
1M,
How
no.
much? Huh?
If you have
1
1M
million,
to
pwede
buy
na.
that, to
Talaga?
import that meal, no.
1 million. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Uh, because Moscovado mill must have around at least 20 hectares
Yes, tama. Yeah.
to be
1 million. Yeah,
payable,
small
no,
mill. Yeah.
payable, no.
Yeah,
And
good,
if
good. Yeah.
so, if we have 20 hectares, no, to put up a mill right now, no, because the mill is 1M, the evaporation system, no,
Yeah.
the cooking system cost around 3M,
3 million. So 4 million
3
na yun.
million. So that's already
O
4
sige.
million.
Okay.
So, and the building, no, that the cost of putting up a plant varies on the building, no,
Yes,
on the
yes.
kind of building. No? If you want
Bad building. Oh, give me a
a
cheap
good
building.
building,
How
no.
much? Oh.
So
Average building,
the
1 million.
area, no,
Oh.
the floor area of the building is 14 by 20 meters.
Oh, very nice. Small. Okay.
14 by 20 meters.
Okay. How much will that be? The building?
So maybe another 5M or 5 or 7M.
Medyo mahal.
Oh,
Medyo mahal. Yeah, okay, okay. So 1 plus 3 plus 7, correct?
but yes, yes,
And then
yes. But
operating expenses pa. Magkano operating expenses?
so if we have our own farm, like yours,
Yeah, own farm. Own farm yan. Own farm.
you own the farm.
Yeah, you own the farm.
So let us arrange our business that the plant must be a separate profit
Yes,
center,
iba. Yes,
and the
yes, of
farm
course.
must be separate.
Yeah, different. Yeah,
And
yeah.
we can buy we can buy the farm. Can buy your own meal, your own sugarcane, and process it.
Yeah.
Assuming that the plant operate as a standalone
Standalone. Yeah, yeah. Plant.
business.
Yeah. How much operating cost to run the plant?
So the operating cost is, if you have another 1M, maybe you can have it for the next 3 months.
Yeah, how
Until
much kaya operating cost? Because I have the land, I have the building, no? And then I need to run it. I need money to run it. How much? And maybe
another
you can
2M,
turn.
maybe another 2M.
Okay, fine. So I'll do it. 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 2. right? That's 13 million. All right. Okay.
So maybe we can start at 10M, no?
Okay,
10M.
10M. Okay. Well, they'll talk to
Yeah.
you later. No, I just want to know. Okay. Now at 10M, you can buy, right, at the prices you talk about, and these farmers will be making 150,000 pesos. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
God. Okay, but of course you need 10 million to start. Okay. But if you buy it from them, you can make money, correct? You can make money. Now, you can make yeah, you can make you won't lose money, right? In other
Yes,
words,
sir.
if you know, like I own 4 hectares only, diba? But my friends around me, each one has 2 hectares and all that, right? And
Yes, sir.
therefore, I'll tell my the bank or tell my rich cousin to invest with me. Give me 15 million, correct? Then I'll do it. And I'll tell my farmers there, well, I'll tell my farmers this is what you can do, no? All right. And
Yes,
they'll
sir.
make more money, correct? Okay. And then the market, who do you sell it to? Do you sell it to the mayor? Do you sell it to the,
No.
who do you sell your product to?
As much as possible, no, we have a very limited engagement with the bureaucracy.
Very good. Better
Yes,
private
yes,
sector.
yeah.
And who do you sell it to?
So
You sell
private
it to
sector.
supermarkets?
So
Who
first
do you
is
sell
the
it to?
biggest for myself, I I supply the biggest supermarket chain in Iloilo.
Oh, good. Wow. Good.
Uh,
Wow. Very good. Okay. Okay.
and
I will let others I will let others talk now, but I would like to summarize what you did, no? Of course, with very little money, buying the equipment from my hometown in Scotland, right? Of course, I'm very Filipino. That's my great grandfather. No, you're able to do it for 350,000. However, today, if you want to start, there are many people who own small land like me, 4 hectares only, and then if I look at you, I can only not help myself by help my neighboring sugar farmers, correct? And then I
yes,
can
sir.
tell them we can do this, no? And then I'd like to say I'll get 15 million from my rich cousin and invest with me because I don't have money, correct? Okay. And then like you, I'll show him the numbers. And then instead of selling to the mayor, I'll sell to the, as you said, the supermarkets around, isn't it? Okay. And once I do that, I have a business, correct? Okay. Now, I'll now open the floor to questions. Inspiring about you is you cared for the people around you. You didn't make money just for yourself. You went from 5 hectares to about 40 hectares. And as you said, minimum is only 20 hectares. If you're half as successful, you get 20 hectares, you can already make money and help a lot of people, no? But if you do this, and we do it in many different provinces, right? It will be good, no? So that's what we want to do in ABCDF. We're connected, incidentally, to the Department of Agriculture because ABCDF Foundation has been elected as the, I'm the representative, as the chairman of a committee there, no? Okay. And because we're elected as chairman of the committee there, we can talk to many people, including the secretary, no? And our objective is to get people like you and multiply it, no? All right. So,
Yeah,
Ramon
good
Oy, with your
morning.
question,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
Congratulations, boy. Actually, the nickname of Felipe is Boy, a good friend of mine. Used to work with him in MIRDC, no? He's a good engineer. Actually, that's the reason he was able to design the Mascobado mill at a very, very low cost. He was a good engineer, no?
Well,
Anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know, we all wanted Ramon, who's the best among us, but he
no,
declined. He's
thank
going to
you.
be on the board of directors. He won very strongly, but he said he has other things to help the country. But please go ahead, Ramon. Please
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Ernie. Anyway, we have just for the information, everybody. The data given by Boy is all correct now with regards to the income. When it comes to the income, he was the one who told me that if you have 1 ton of sugar cane, if you could generate only 80 kilos, that is only 8% of 1 ton. You're already good at 60 pesos. That is 4,800 already. So it's a good technology actually, But ourselves, we have also designed smaller Muscovado mill. I think Boy know about it, no? It's only 400 kilos per hour, and it's a small scale Muscovado mill actually, no? Anyway, maybe someday I'm going to present it
How much, Ramon?
to the
Because
body.
people want to
But
hear you. Because yung kanya, medyo mahal, no? Kanya is
wow,
7 million.
well,
Magkano ang iyo?
maybe
Magkano?
3 million would be
3
more or
million
less in
lang.
that
Wow.
aspect. But it's
O
only
sige.
400 kilos per hour crushing capacity.
Sure,
It's a
but you
small
can make
mill.
money. Yeah.
It's a small mill. It's ideal for small communities,
Yeah.
maybe 5, 6 hectares or an area.
Well,
But I don't
that's
want
good.
to.
Yeah.
But the presentation with Boy is well taken.
Sige, let's
Because he was
proceed.
talking about
Yeah.
the same mill that he was able
Yes.
to establish.
Yes.
It's really a huge one in terms of the mill, no?
Yes.
And also,
Yes.
other than that, just for the information of the body, we're also growing sugarcane organically. We don't use any chemical fertilizer. So
Wow.
the market ultimately in the international market will be better because the Europeans will be asking for where this sugarcane came from, what did you use
Yeah.
as a fertilizer? Then you
Yeah.
could demand better price in the international market. So that's the essence of Muscovano. But the project of Boy should be duplicated by the government,
Yes. Yes.
especially for Department of Agrarian Reform beneficiaries, because
Yes.
at the present time the price of sugar is only 2,200, and I read yesterday in the column of Bochanko, the price in the current market is only 14 cents per pound. So it's around 980 pesos only. So how
Wow.
could you beat that? Our cost of
Yeah.
production in the Philippines will be around 1,400. So
Dugi. Yeah.
Mascobado is the way to
The
go.
only way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm endorsing the project of Boy Pachoco.
Wow.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. Sige, Ramon, thank you. And in
Thank you,
fact,
sir.
Yeah,
Ramon
thank
is
you very much, boy.
probably
Congratulations, boy. Congratulations, boy.
yeah. And Ramon, as we said, we're a community here, so we talk not only to guest speaker but also members. Like Vicky Weinig is connected. We call her.
Yes,
We
sir.
call Ramon and all that. So thank you. Hey, Ramon, thank you for that endorsement. And in fact, those who don't have 8 million, they can do the 3 million and still make money. So our objective is to spread this. And he said, go to the government. Sometimes it's difficult, no, but sometimes they listen. Correct. And Ramon has good experience. He's very good with government people, and some of the things are being adopted. No, so maybe this is one of them because we need very much the private sector's ideas. I was 20%, 30% of my life was in government, 7% in private sector, and the government needs the private sector to get ideas such as Mr. Felipe Pachoco. Okay, Vivian, please call on other questions.
Sir, before we proceed, no, I'd like to make an admission that Mr. Ramon Oy was my mentor during my stint as a government employee.
Wow, good. What department were you with, Felipe? What department?
Department of Science and Technology
Wow, galing.
under the Metals Industry Research and Development Center.
Galing, galing.
I
Okay,
used
Vivian.
to-
Yeah.
I used to work with I used to collaborate with the business of Mr. Ramon Oy because at the time he was into metal casting. And
Wow,
so,
good.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Everybody likes him. Okay, Vivian, call other people to ask questions, please.
Hi, sir. So far po, no one's raising their hand po or sending their questions via chat po.
Okay. So let me ask a question. Ramon, our objective of the foundation is not to listen, but to use good ideas and spread it. You said it's a good idea if we introduce his project to the Department of Agrarian Reform, isn't it? Because you think that
Yes.
they can have a pilot and then spread it, no? Is that your idea? Tell us, what is your idea?
Yeah.
How can we bring his experience to have more small farmers go to agrarian farm? And how about agriculture? What will we do with agrarian farm? And how can we talk to agriculture? Because our connection is agriculture. Because we're not very malakas with agrarian reform. We don't know them.
Actually, we should get Boy as a consultant for the project, no? Maybe
Consultant.
small communities of DAR,
I
agrarian
see.
reform. We
Yeah.
set up small Mascobado when we consolidate the product and make one brand for our product.
Yes,
So,
because they have
I think,
something they does
it's a
not
good
have.
investment.
Yeah, I like that because DAR has agrarian reform communities. They're organized. DA, pakalat-kalat pa, marami, di ba? So maganda yun, Dar,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Good, good, good. Well, I kind of know the secretary there because his grandfather worked with me very closely, Australia, but that means I'm very old.
Yeah.
I thought he was the son, yung pala grandson
You
na.
said it.
My God. Okay. Okay, but I'm not like you. You're young at heart, Ramon. Okay. Do you have any other suggestions? One, Ramon, is we bring them to grain reform,
anyway,
and he can be a consultant, tama? Oh.
yeah, boy, could, because he has a wide range of experience at that, and then he's also successful now.
Yeah.
How could
yeah.
you beat success?
Oh, nga, nga. And then we must
So,
spread that. We
I
must
think
spread
As a
that
matter of
success.
fact, sir, no, by
Yeah,
2 o'clock
but
this
Ernie, no?
afternoon, no? By 2 o'clock this afternoon, a group of assessor from Halal, no, is coming to my place, to my mill, to assess our mill, no.
Halal.
Halal, sir.
Good. Organic. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good. Yeah.
That's good.
And your partners at 40 hectares, they're very happy they met you, di ba? Yumaman na sila, di ba? Before that, pag grace lang sila. That's what we need in this country. We have all these people who don't know technology. And your technology, as Ramon Uy said, we must give it to people who have the power to expand it. But even without government, as you said, maybe there are interested people, no, who want to do this. There are many NGOs who want to have farmers, and some of them are funded by international money, so they can actually handle this. To have a pilot of, as you said, no, 10 million, but smaller, with Ramon Uys, no, which is 400 kilos, etc. We
Yeah.
can do that too, isn't it? Yeah. Then you don't have to
Spread
import
all
from
over
China.
the
I don't like
Philippines.
to import from China.
No,
Use
we
Filipino
could make
technology.
it ourselves here. We
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
capability to make
Oo.
the meal. It's a
Oo.
very simple meal, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah,
use actually we use stainless
Yeah.
to food grade stainless as the crusher, no? As the mill. Actually, the life of Boy Pachoco is really to be emulated, no. While he was still working with the government, he started already come on the transition. And he
Yes.
uses being a mechanical engineer to set up the Mascobado mill. So if
Yes,
you're
yes.
working with the government, before you retire, you should start something.
Yes,
So
good, good.
Boy,
Yeah.
one of the success stories they hear about this. And the good thing about what he did was he was dealing with small farmers, which
Yeah, he loves
really
farmers. Yeah.
which really needs the assistance that we have. But
Yeah.
the projection is really good. What I think we lack is support from the government to sell this Mascobado mill internationally. No,
Yes,
because
sir. That's
we
exactly
don't
what
have any support on that part aspect though. You may produce Mascobado here, but the buyer is local. So you cannot. And actually, there is a demand in the US or in the Europe, especially organic Mascobado.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there's no government agency that could support this. Maybe they could introduce to there's a trade attaché in every embassy. So I think the product of Boy should be already marketed in that area so that we could move on. So if Boy will be successful in exporting, we could expand the activity of Boy all over the Philippines, all over the cane growing area, especially here in Negros where there's a lot of small farmers, half a hectare, 0.5, 0.6 hectare of and they have to bring the sugar cane to the sugar mill. Whereas Boy's idea is the mill is in the community itself.
Yes,
Which is
40
a very
hectares. Yeah.
viable work because you don't have
Yeah.
any more transport costs. Because
Yes.
one of the factor because of the production is the transport cost.
Yes. And Boy is
My-
20
What's
hectares. Yeah, sige.
my mill is located
ending here in
about
Negros.
500
So, if you
meters
notice, no, but
radius.
actually, Ernie, no,
Go ahead, Roman. Roman, please speak.
Ernie now in Negros now is there is no restricting. So what happened is the sugar cane from the south goes to the north, and from the north goes to the south. Depends on the incentive that the sugar mill gives to the planter. So
I know.
it costs a lot of money you could see Negros now crisscrossing sugarcane. I hate to say the word, but I think it does not make sense.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
the cost of production rate, other than that, you destroy the highway. No?
Yes, yes, yes.
So it boils down to you're wasting diesel, fuel,
Yes, yes.
and it's going to be meal on the other side. It's only the incentive. So my suggestion to the government should be, there should be districting. You cannot move out, you cannot move your sugarcane from north to south, from south to north. It's
Yes.
really the Japanese. I have one Japanese visitor before. He was wondering what's happening here. Sabi niya, is this truck going to the south? Is this truck going to the north? I said, well, that's Negros.
Yes,
I
Ramon,
hope I hope we could do something about it.
yes. Well, the
Then
geniuses
they're
are outside
complaining about the
Manila,
price
like
of
you.
sugar.
Okay, Ramon, this is a
Yeah.
community thing. Of course, 9 o'clock we can talk some more, but I want everybody to hear this. No, ABCD became an accredited member of something called the Philippine Council of Agriculture and Fisheries. That is the only council in the entire government that's devoted to getting private sector input to improve the work of a department. No, and I'm
Yeah.
now the elected chairman of a committee there. No, and basically, just to
Okay.
give you some numbers, for the first time in history, DA for the first time has an export group. Before wala, so hanggang rice lang sila. No?
Okay.
It is
That's
headed by a
good.
guy called Philip Yang. He was promoted to undersecretary last month, and now he's very, very good. And he was able to get a grant, walang loan, a grant from the World Bank, right?
Mm.
Of
Mhm.
a few 100 million, no? And now he has that
Okay.
thing, and so we have a good thing there. And he was a member of our alliance, no? And he's now with government.
Yeah.
So Ramon and everybody else, I want you to know that for the first time, DA has an export group, and I want to let you know this: we beat everybody else in agri exports. No, Vietnam is only 14%. Thailand is 7%. We are 19% growth. So for the first time, agriculture is waking up to the export market, and it
Yeah.
is export that will produce
Good.
jobs. No, so I'd like to share that with you, no, because we're in opposition, and I'm the chairman, and my partner in the committee is this guy called Philip Yang, who exported to 42 countries. I convinced him to join government because in government we need businessmen, right? And he's now undersecretary. So I'd like to do this, no? And Ramon, after this at 9 o'clock, we can talk about that, no? And we need people like
Sure.
Felipe to get his good things. But
Yeah.
Felipe is 10 million, he's at 20 hectares. Ikaw, yours is
Yeah.
smaller, maybe 10 hectares, and we can distribute this
Yeah.
around. And I need now the financials because
It's
this
portable
funding,
actually.
yeah,
The
this
equipment
yeah,
is portable. You could bring
good.
it around.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have other people ask questions. Vivian,
Yeah, sure.
we have about 5 minutes left. Does anybody have questions, Vivian?
So far, sir, wala naman po.
Is Vicky Feineke attending
Yeah,
today?
yeah,
She's
I'm
the
here.
best.
I'm here. I'm
Oh, Vicky,
listening.
in the
And
last 5 minutes, tell us your insights within
okay,
5 minutes, and then at
I-
9 o'clock you can talk some more. Tell us today so everybody can hear you. Go
all
ahead,
right.
Vicky.
I'm wondering, first of all, thank you, Boy or Felipe, Sir, Mr.
ma'am.
Felipe, for your talk. And it's very inspiring. What I like about it is that you got the small, the people around you to also earn money, not only your own enterprise, but the others around you. I'm just wondering, how does your price compare with the Muscovado being done by the biggies because they have economy of scale, no? Whereas with you, it's really not that. I mean, comparing economy of scale, no, they have that. And so how does would you know the price comparison on how much is paid to the planters and how much is the retail price of the Muscovado?
So right now, Muscovado is sold in shelves, in grocery shelves at 150 pesos. Our farm gate price right now is around 60 to 70 pesos. So we bought, say, from the farmers, we bought it for 60 to 70 pesos, depending on the quality. And we process it, no? Because our business model is we have three classifications of muscovado.
Okay,
one
excuse me. We have 5 minutes to go. I'll just summarize, then we can talk some more from 9 to 10 in Tagalog. No, I'd like to say this. First of all, Vicky, the fact that he's selling means that he can compete with the biggest, correct? Because if he cannot compete, he will not be able to sell. That's number one, right? Therefore, since he's able to sell, that means he can compete and even beat them. Number two, the question is very important. You're giving the farmers 60 pesos. I wonder if the biggest are giving the farmers that big amount of money because maybe they're paying their own. So he's helping both the business itself plus the farmers, because my information is usually when it is a small group where they know each other, etc. They give the farmers a better price rather than the big guys who don't know them, and they're interested in profit. Of course, they're also very good, no. So I'd like to end this with a statement, the following, no. We are going to talk about what Vicky said. We're going to talk about more about the numbers in the 9 to 10, but we'd like to ask Vivian to close this, and I'd like to say, Felipe. Felipe, say a few more words and then we'll close it, because around the world they're listening to you. What is your message, Felipe, in the next 3 minutes before we close? What is your message to the people listening to you? 1,200 at least, no, every month. What's your message?
Well, in my experience, no, working together, no, gives good results, no, because like our place where we don't have monopoly of land, no, we band together, and in fact, our mill is helping around 80 families. 80 families, yes.
Yes.
Because that 40 hectares of land is owned by about 80 different farmers.
Yes.
So,
yes.
In effect, no, beside from direct partners, no, like landowners, no, we also help people like seasonal workers, like those who help in the processing, and because a batch of to cook a muscovado, no, you need about around 4 to 6 people, no, 4 to 6 people to cook, no, and that's the responsibility.
Okay,
and that's the responsibility of the planter, who owns the sugar cane, no, because in our case, no, in a day, no, we cook on average, we cook 3 batches of sugar cane at 3 tons per batch, 3 to 5 tons per batch. So, to be able to do that, you need around 4 to 6 people, no, to work for 2 days. 1 day for harvesting, and 1 day for processing.
Okay, where time is up, no? But what he's saying is that not only do you help the farmers, he has 80 families, 40 hectares, 0.5 a hectare. The average in the country is 0.8 hectares. So we really need help small farmers. And in addition to helping them, he helps the partial workers, and he has people in the factory helping. Fantastic. So we will talk some more at 9 o'clock in Tagalog. Miss Vivian, can you close the session with many thanks for your message? You're a person, Felipe, who not only knows, but as Vicky Wenicke said, you don't think of yourself, you think of helping others, which is what the country needs now. All right, sige, Vivian.